Welcome back, guys, here on the Wannabe News Station. Coming from you from Fish Lake right here. Nothing like going camping and then you have to change out a tire. Yippee-doo-dah, huh? After you get done doing your clean out. So today, you end up loosening up all your lug nuts right here before you raise the jack up on the tire. So you can loosen them up and you take all of them off after you jack it up. Then we can go ahead and pull the tire off, the tire that's flat, and there's our culprit right there, a nail. Hopefully this flipping nail didn't ruin this brand new tire, because the way it went in, it might have hit the sidewall right here. Then the tire's basically junk. Brand new tire. Hasn't had it for very long. Now we go around and grab our handy dandy spare tire off the back. It better have air in it, because I've had that happen before. You got a spare tire and it's emptied on air. So we'll let this guy hang out right here for a minute. We'll come back here and take off the brand new spare tire off. Undo the lug nuts here, just like you did over there. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, they say. Loosen it up. Just only two holding this one on. It's really all you need. Spin this off. You want to make sure you don't have that coming down off on your foot. Oh, you didn't know what this tool is? It's called a star wrench. Multiple sizes. Of different lug nuts that you can take off. Now we'll go back over here, roll this one on. Look at that. Just like a professional. Don't have to mess with the jack again to raise it up to get this one on. It's in position where I need to be at. Spin these on by finger first, because you don't want to cross thread them. Trust me, that's not fun when you cross-thread a lug nut and then you have to change out lug nuts. You want to screw them on with your fingers as much as you can before you go and put a torque gun on it or your lug wrench on it. If you don't know how to change a tire, it really isn't take a rocket scientist to do it. It's all about common sense, really. Tire doesn't change itself. I might have to jack this one up just a tad, not much. Because I kind of want it up, because where this one's got a little more air in it than the tire I just took off, you're going to need to take and jack it up just a tad, so you can spin the tire around. Usually what I do, I'll get my lug nuts on first, with the tire up in the air, spin it around, use the tire to tighten those up. They're finger tight as much as I can. Alright, now I'll grab the lug wrench. Find your size that you need. Screw that one in. You want to make sure you go in a star pattern when you tighten them up. Don't just go here and here. You want to go crisscrossing them around, because that will take and put your tire on evenly and square. See how I did that with the tire? I used the tire to spin it on. Got 6 lug nuts. Got 2 more to do. And who says the news anchor doesn't do no work other than run his mouth on a TV? He's out here doing some physical work in the 90-degree weather. Look at that. He does know how to do other things besides sit there and talk and offend somebody, huh? Look at that. So, those are snugged up a little bit. You'll lower this down a little bit. Just enough so your tire's sitting on the ground. So now you go around and tighten them up really tight. I might have to lower it down just enough to put a little more weight on that one. Just like that. And then you want to tighten them up just like you were when you were putting them on. Kind of like in a
car slow down.
Star pattern. Sometimes these can be a pain in the butt loosening them loose at first. Because they haven't been off for a while, you better hope you ate your Wheaties that morning. And now I went in a star pattern. I'll go around one more time just to make sure they all got tight. Like that. Now you carefully lower the jack mount. As you notice, when you jack something up, you want to always make sure you have a jack stand underneath everything you jack up. As you noticed, I didn't have one because I didn't have one with me. But you just pay attention to what you're doing. Make sure you're not underneath it to be in the way if it fell off the jack.
I'm gonna get to the bathroom.
So now
I need to go to the bathroom.
go over there. Now jack's down. We can go ahead and pull the jack out. And the tire's back on. Obviously it has air. We'll go ahead and put that spare tire back on the spare tire rack. And we'll make sure we get it to the shop. Get it fixed. Then I'll end up putting it back on here. I usually try to keep my spare tire back on the spare tire rack if I'm using it. Even though that is a brand new tire, it's not that big of a deal. But I still like to keep my spare tire as new as possible. But anyways, thanks for tuning in to the Wannabe News Station right here at Fish Lake on our camping trip while we had to change the spare tire. Now, if the women don't find you handsome, by golly, they ought to find you handy changing a spare tire. Now, if you all didn't know how to do it, now you know. You know, just because we're not handsome sometimes, we're handy in some way. Thanks for tuning in. The Wannabe News Station. Now you know the rest of the story. Good day.